Hello again, I'm Jake.
And I'm Christine.
And welcome to the October Old School Trailer Hounds. To start off this month of horror on the show, we're going to be going back once again to a very old school trailer. This is the trailer for the 1958 movie The Blob, starring in his very first leading role, action icon Steve McQueen.
Dave, Doc Hallett's been killed. Doc Hallett?
Yep.
What happened? She's over his place. You gotta come now. Wait a minute, Steve. Tell us what happened.
He's also named Steve.
They had killed the doc. But what was it? Not with a kid. But it's kind of like a mass that keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Uncribbling threat of The Blob, starring Steve McQueen and a cast of exciting young people.
Yeah, Steve McQueen and
The exciting young people.
screw them. Yeah. My friend Alex actually suggested we watch this because it's such a 50s trailer where it's trying to overhype everything.
Yes.
And yeah, just make it look like the most deadly menace ever. And just really make it over dramatize everything.
Which is really funny because it's just like jello coming at you. What a weird villain.
Watch. Oh.
Kind of reminds me of the blood coming out of The Shining.
Yeah.
Elevators.
The idea of the Blob is actually pretty good. It's interesting because it's not like any other villain you would think of in a horror film.
Yeah, no.
It's not even clear if it's an alien, like an asteroid falls from the sky, and anything it comes into contact with, the Blob eats and just grows bigger and bigger, and it's about all these characters, mostly teenagers, led by Steve McQueen, trying to figure out how to stop it before it takes over the world.
Like a falling star from outer space.
Boy, that was close. Come on, I want to see if I can find it.
An old man finds it, touches it, and this is the shocking result.
Ugh. And of course, 1950s, budget only allows them to film in one town.
That town's screwed.
From then on, there's no stopping the Blob as it spreads from town to town.
Don't think
It's indestructible. It's indescribable.
Yeah,
Nothing
no.
can stop it.
My thoughts on the film as a whole, in case you want to know.
Yeah, of course.
It's a very good horror sci-fi film. It's not exactly scary per se by today's standards, but it's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the idea of the Blob itself just consuming everything, taking them in, is a really chilling idea.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like something you can't stop, you can't reason with, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's those type of villains like, say, Jaws that really scares you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say though, it's clear they went out of their way to make the special effects for the movie good, and when it comes to the climax, you get the feeling they blew all the money they had, so they had to wrap it up pretty fast. But this movie,
it's literally getting too big to handle and too large of scale. Ate the budget as well.
Look out, because soon, very soon, the most horrifying monster menace ever conceived will be oozing into this theater.
But I also really want to react to this trailer because The Blob is a movie that I have kind of a connection to of sorts. I talked about this in my JMC review of Schlock, the 1973 monster comedy. When I was in middle school, I found out that the daughter of the screenwriter for The Blob actually worked at the school, and she told me like her mother was a professor at Keene College, and she might have been retired at the time, but she told me she could get an autograph or two.
Yeah.
And I have it framed in my bedroom, this poster of the Blob, along with a little memorabilia related to her mother, whose name was Kay Lineker. For the Blob, she billed herself as Kate Phillips. And yeah, it's like one of my first signed movie things, and it's one of my proudest possessions, and I see it every day.
It's pretty cool.
I got it right just a few months before she died. She was in her 90s at the time. So no to say other than glad she found the time and to sign, and that she was still very much into the biggest movie of her career.
Thanks for writing what sounds like a very good and well-known film.
This town is in danger.
How can it be stopped? Mob hysteria sweeps one city before long.
So, what do you think? Look like something you might check out?
I think so.
Sweet.
Gotta go for the classics.
Yeah. Well, that's
You gotta do better next time. Wait till next time.
that's the 1950s. Now we jump ahead a couple decades next week to the 80s.